guys, so in this video we'll see a question where we will merge two sorted arrays. So given two sorted arrays n1 and n2, so we have to merge these two sorted arrays. So as you can see that these two arrays are sorted in an increasing order, so we have to merge them into a sorted arrays. Okay, so the very first approach that comes to your mind is a brute force approach, where we will create a third array of size n1 plus n2. Size will be equals to n1 plus n2. Okay, and let's name it n3, and we'll insert all the elements of the n1 and n2 into the n3. Okay, so after inserting, our array will look like this. Okay, then after inserting all the elements of the n1 and n2 into the n3, then we have to sort it. So after sorting, our array will look like this: 1 3 4 6 7 8 9 10. So after sorting, our array will look like this. Then after sorting, we'll insert them back into their respective arrays. So after 6 7 and here 8 9 10, so we have to insert them back into their respective arrays. Okay, so the time complexity of this algorithm will be n log n for sorting, then O of n for inserting these two arrays into this n3 array, and again O of n for inserting them back into their respective array. Okay, this, and the space complexity will be O of n, where we are using an extra space here for inserting the two arrays into the n3 array. Okay, just see the second approach by we can approach this problem. Okay, so in the second approach, we'll make use of extra array, that is size of this array will be n1 plus n2. Okay, then let's name it n3. Then we'll keep the pointers at the first index of the all array. Okay, then we'll check between n1 and n2 which is smaller element. So in between 1 and 3, 1 is smaller, so we'll insert 1 and then we'll increase that pointer. Then also we'll increase this smallest element pointer. Okay, then we'll check between 3 and 4. So in between 3 and 4, 3 is smaller, so insert 3, then we'll increase that pointer. And then again we'll check between 4 and 6. So in between 4 and 6, 4 is smaller, so insert 4, and again we'll increase that pointer. Then again between 6 and 7, so in between 6 and 7, 6 is smaller, so we'll insert 6 and we'll increase that pointer. Then again between 7 and 9, so 7 is smaller, then again we'll increase that pointer. So this pointer will be kept increasing. Then this pointer will be increased. Then in between 9 and 8, 8 is smaller, we'll increase the 8 this pointer and also increase this pointer. Then in between 9 and 10, 9 is smaller, so insert 9, then again will increase. But after increasing, this pointer is becoming out of bound index. Okay, then so if one of the array becomes out of bound index, so we'll insert the elements of the remaining array. Okay, so the remaining array is n1, element is remaining, that is 10. So this is our final output, in which we have merged two sorted arrays, right? Let's just discuss the pseudocode of the approach that we have discussed. In this, I have passed the parameters that n1 and n2, size of an array 1 and array 2, and the third array where we will merge these two sorted arrays, right? Then I have initialized three variables: I is equals to 0, j is equals to 0, and k is equals to 0. Okay, then we'll check if one of the element is going out of bound index or not. Okay, so then we'll check in both the arrays which is smaller element. So if array 1 element is smaller, so we'll insert that array 1 element into the array 3, and then we'll increase both the pointers I and k. Okay, then if array 2 elements is smaller, so we'll insert array 2 element into the array 3, then we'll increase both the pointer, that is k and j, k plus plus and j plus plus. If the elements are remaining in one of the arrays, so we'll insert that and we'll keep doing that. Okay, so the time complexity of this approach will be O of n1 plus n2, and the space complexity will also be n1 plus n2, because we are using an extra space array, that is array 3, to merge these two sorted arrays. Okay, so here we are using the extra space. So let's just see the optimized solution where we'll not be using an extra space array. Okay, so let's just see how we can do this. In this optimized solution, we'll make use of insertion kind sorting algorithm. So where we will merge these two sorted arrays in place. Okay, so we can also say that in place merge two sorted arrays algorithm. Okay, so for this, let's just name this x and y, because in the code I have initialized the two arrays as x and y, so that's why I've given the name x and y here. At first, we'll keep our pointer of y at y of 0, and we'll keep checking y of 0 element with x array elements one by one. Okay, so in between 1 and 3, which is smaller? So 1 is smaller obviously, so we'll do nothing. If we found a smaller element in x array than y of 0 element, so we'll do nothing. And if we found a greater element than y0 element, so we'll just swap it. So now 1 is smaller, so we'll increase. So in between 4 and 3, which is smaller? So obviously 3 is smaller, so we'll swap that. So 4 will come here and 3 will go there. Then again we'll increase. Then in between 7 and 4, which is smaller? So 7 is greater obviously, so 4 is smaller, so we'll just swap again. So 7 will come here and 4 will go there. So now our x array will look like this: 1, 3, 4, 8 and 10, and our y array will look like this: 7, 6 and 9. So now you can see our y array is not in a sorted order, so we have to make that y array back into the sorted order. Why? Because in the question clearly state that two arrays should be sorted. We have to merge two sorted arrays. Now our second array is not in a sorted order. Okay, so we have to make that second array back into the sorted order so that we can merge it. So after doing some of the operation, our two arrays will always be in a sorted order. That's our algorithm. Okay, so after sorting, our x array will look like this: 7, 6, 7 and 9. Okay, we have sorted the second array after doing some operation. Now our pointer is at this. Now we'll increase this. Okay, then again we'll check between 6 and 8. So in between 6 and 8, obviously 6 is smaller, so we'll just swap it. So 8 will come here and 6 will go there. Then now we'll again check if our y array is in a sorted order or not. So obviously our y array is not in a sorted order, so we'll make our y array back into the sorted order. So after sorting of the y array, our array will look like this: 7, 8 and 9. Okay, we have just swapped it. 6 is gone there. Okay, now again we'll check in between 7 and 10. So in between 7 and 10, obviously 10 is greater, so we'll just swap it. So 7 will go there and 10 will come here. Now you can see that our array y is not in a sorted order again, so we'll just sort it again. Okay, so after sorting, our array y will look like this: 8, 9 and 10. Let's just change my color. So now you can see that our two arrays are in a sorted order, and we got our two sorted array. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10. So this is the kind of insertion kind of algorithm we have used to merge these two sorted arrays. So let's just see how the pseudocode of this approach. So this is the pseudocode of the approach that we have discussed. So here I have passed two arrays. Size is computed first. Then we'll come into the loop. Then we'll check if array X array element is greater than the Y0 element or not. So if it's, so we'll just swap it. Okay, swapping will be done simultaneously if we found a smaller element in Y0 element. Okay, then after inserting the smaller element into the X array and the swapping, so if our Y array is not in a sorted order, so we'll just sort it. So if our first, that is Y of 0 element, is greater than the remaining elements of the Y, so we'll just make it in a sorted order back. Okay, so this is the logic. So the time complexity of this approach will be O of n1 into n2. Okay, and the space complexity will remain constant because here we are not using an extra space. Okay, so this is the optimized solution by using insertion kind of algorithm. So that's it. Hope you like this video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.